Hi there, and welcome to my 11th weekly podcast. With my cosplay character Dynamist Rhine, I will be covering the Little Ladies' Day and Hatching Tide events, the Xbox Series release event, and the PAX East event next week. Today is March 14th, 2024. This week I had the pleasure of having one of my new Rumble videos noticed by Vicky Bella. She liked my Minion video released this week on Rumble. Thank you everyone for your comments, likes, and posts. So, I had mentioned these two events in my last podcast. I'll just go over them again. So, the Little Ladies' Day and Hatching Tide events are dazzling seasonal events that you don't want to miss. Players will have a chance to get the PD mount. To participate in this event, players must have a level 15 character and complete one of the main scenario quests titled the Gridanian Envoy, the Ul'Dan Envoy, or the Lominsan Envoy. Then, players must speak to Gili Aliappa in Old Gridania to accept the quest titled The Princesses and the Eggs. So, the first Hatching Tide event started in 2011 with an eccentric Miqo'te named Gili Aliappa. She believed to have been visited in her dreams by the 12 Archons of Eld, descending from the heavens on top of beautifully bedecked eggs. They spoke to her a declaration of their return, and she now works tirelessly to see her dreams someday turn to reality. Each year, countless eggs are gathered and painted in an array of colors with splendid patterns. Though most serve merely as decorations around the town, a select few chosen by Gili and her dreamers are reserved for Hatching Hour, a grand ceremony in which the chosen eggs are used to summon the Archons. This event is a celebration of fellowship, exemplified by concerted efforts to amass eggs for the festival. Nevertheless, adventurers could not help but wonder if there is more to their preparations than the ornaments around the town. So now, for the Little Ladies' Day, this event also started in 2011 in remembrance of Princess Edvia, the little lady of legend in whose honor the festival was founded. So, the legend begins with an iron-fisted sultan by the name of Baldric Thorn, who had but one single daughter, Edvia. One day the princess switched clothes with a miller girl and passed unnoticed through her legion of servants and slipped out into the city for a day of wicked fun. Shortly later, it was noticed that the princess was missing, and the sultan, overcome with rage, immediately ordered the sultanate's entire standing army to scour the city until they had found the princess. As luck would have it, the princess had not wandered far from the palace and was discovered in a nearby market. Once back in the safety of the palace, Edvia revealed the whole ruse to her father, explaining that she had conjured it on her own. But it was already too late. The Sultan had ordered the miller's house torn apart, her family arrested, tortured, and thrown in the royal oubliette. Upon realizing that the atrocities committed to the miller girl and her family were without warrant, he had the family released from the oubliette and summoned to the royal audience chamber. Not only did he personally apologize to the family and order the royal architects to design and build them a new home, but in a move most unexpected, Baldric himself offered to serve as the daughter's seneschal for a full day, saying that no young woman, regardless of her standing, should be denied the respect due all citizens of the Sultanate, that all girls, common or noble, are ladies in their own right. Therefore, the Sultan declared one day from each solar year on which he would select a common girl from the city, and serve as her personal seneschal, as he had done with the miller's daughter. And that is the legend of Princess Edvia. Both events are combined this year and start today, on March 14th, and end on April 1st. So, moving on to my next topic, Final Fantasy XIV will be released on Xbox Series X or S version on March 21st. There is an opportunity for players to take advantage of the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which allows players to get the Final Fantasy XIV Starter Edition for free. This added bonus is available until April 19th, 2024. So, moving on to my last topic that I touched upon in a previous podcast, the PAX East event is in Boston, Massachusetts, and is the biggest gaming event on the East Coast. It will be held at the Boston Convention and Exhibition Center on 415 Summer Street. The whole event starts on Thursday, March 21st through Sunday, March 24th. This event will be held in the Expo Hall between 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tickets are $250 for all 4 days and $67 for one of the 4 days. Saturday tickets are sold out, but gamers can still buy a 4-day pass. The Final Fantasy crew will be in booth 16019 on the show floor and inviting seasoned gamers to battle against Asura. New adventurers will also be able to challenge early primal battles, and gamers will be able to snap a picture at their booth. There will also be some fun giveaways. So, for Final Fantasy fans, there are 2 parts. The first part of the event for Final Fantasy fans will be on Friday, March 22, 2024, at 11:30 a.m. in the Albatross Theater. Gamers can see discussions about the rising tide for Final Fantasy XVI. The second part starts on Saturday, March 23, 2024, at 12 p.m. in the main theater. Yoshi P will look back on Final Fantasy XIV's past 10 years and share what gamers can look forward to in the Dawntrail expansion. Gamers don't want to miss the presentation because you never know what Yoshi P may share. The main theater event will also be streamed on the official Final Fantasy XIV Twitch channel. So, if you are in the Boston or New England area, this is a great opportunity to experience the Final Fantasy universe. So, that's all I have for my 11th weekly podcast. If you enjoy my podcasts, you can subscribe to my podcast channel on YouTube and Rumble. Also, you can follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, under Dynamist Rhine. I try to answer comments and questions found on my channels through my weekly podcasts. Feel free to post on my social media platforms and subscribe. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.